Remember, this is a finals rematch from just 2 years ago, sort of. Oh, Jimmy Butler back on the floor, cutting for the score.
He got some joy. Hey, you get a nice little dunk like that, you should be happy about that, right?
Ball fake, active. For that 7-game suspension. Still, Denver up. And remember, they couldn't stop this guy in the finals, and they can't stop him.
No one can. no one can stop him.
Tyler Hero, he's been balling this season. He had 22 in this one. Just steady offensively for them this year. Bam Adebayo, 16 and 11. Bam! To get that. Denver with a 7-point lead. Jamal Murray balling out.
Let me tell you something. Jamal Murray starting to play like Jamal Murray did when they won the championship. Watch out.
30 points, 8 assists,
He's back. Now,
7 rebounds for Jamal Murray. Jimmy Butler finished with 18 points, going right at Nikola Jokic here.
Big boy buckets, too. Right up his chest.
Jokic, another triple-double.
What's new?
24, 12, and 10. That's a quiet triple-double for him. Aaron Gordon.
Hey, man, look at that passing right there.
AG, are you with me? 16 off the
That's
bench.
ridiculous.
Hey, I feel like this could be in House of Haywood. That pass, that dunk.
Oh, yeah, you know that might be number 1 next week.
Michael Porter Jr. buckets. Denver looking good, looking like that championship caliber team.
Jimmy didn't look like he was so joyous right there sitting on the bench. Look like a happy face.
Well, they down 20, Coach. You're not supposed to be smiling down 20.
Man, he said he's back.
I'm just saying. If your team was down 20, you had a player over there laughing, what would you do?
So here's a question for you guys. All right, because I look at the Nuggets now, 9-3 in their last 12. Like you said, how Jamal Murray's playing. Nikola Jokic just steady, always on the floor doing what he does. What do you think about the Nuggets right now and how they look at this juncture in the season halfway through?
We saw tonight who started, Russell Westbrook. Denver's record like 15-3 with Westbrook in the starting lineup. Aaron Gordon's coming off the bench. The biggest problem for Denver been this year is not enough bench production. If they can keep this lineup and keep playing like this, and Jamal Murray continues to play like he played when they won the championship, then you got to give Denver a punch of chance. I still say OKC has been so good and so dominant, and their defense has been lights out without Chet. I still say they're the team to beat. But if Jamal Murray plays like this and Aaron Gordon comes off the bench, give them a punch with that guy, the Joker, I give them a punch of chance winning against anybody.
Oh, yeah, listen, at the end of the day, Denver has the best player in the league, and that's Jokic. And he's somebody that can affect the game in so many different ways.
But they need that guy.
Oh, for sure. He can't do it by himself. Jamal Murray has to play like this right here. The last 3 games, Jamal Murray has been absolutely on fire. If he keeps that up and keeps that type of play up, this is the type of team you want to play in a playoff series, because we know when he is at the peak of his powers, the Murray-Jokic pick and roll is one of the most unstoppable pick and rolls in the game, because they've run it so many times. They know exactly what to do. They know when to pick, when to pop, when to slip. When Jokic gets the mismatch, he knows right where to go to. Murray gets him the ball in this spot. So that pick and roll causes problems and nightmares and keeps coaches up at night. If you have that going, yes, Denver can beat anybody.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy to see, because we look out west, OKC getting so much attention. Houston Rockets, rightfully so, sitting in second place. But, man, those Denver Nuggets holding tight at 4th in the Western Conference. So when we see that, 25-16 on the year, this game going to break now between OKC, Dallas. We'll check back in a few minutes. But, Brendan, do you think that's a great spot for the Denver Nuggets to be in, sitting in 4th, right? So you're kind of home court advantage. Everyone's focusing on, the Thunder, they look so good. And the Rockets, they're sitting in 2nd place. That for a team that has won a championship with this group, they kind of be flying under the radar without a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, 4th is fine for them because they've done it before. They probably have the confidence to feel that they can beat anybody. But if I was on Denver, I'd want to get as high as 2.
Yeah.
I'd want to make sure that, hey, I have home court everywhere unless I run up against OKC, because that absolutely matters. I want that crowd behind me if we go to a Game 7. So they should be trying to move up, but they're comfortable at 4. They know that, listen, we have that guy.
Yep.
When you have that guy and everybody on the team knows he's that guy and they're going to get him the ball in his area, you understand what it is. You understand we go into a playoff series, your record might be better than ours, but we have the guy, and that guy makes everybody around him better. He raises the tide of that whole team. So Denver's not scared of anybody as long as the Joker's healthy.
If Russ keeps playing like this and they can keep him in that starting lineup, Aaron Gordon adjusts to coming off the bench, gives them a punch coming off the bench,
You think Gordon comes off the bench for the rest of the year?
Probably not, but right now Russ is playing so well and they're winning. I think Mike Malone is doing the right thing. Let's just ride this out and see how many wins we can get with this and see how we can play. But if you go back and look, Russ didn't play well with that second unit. Russ has been a much better basketball player, and they've been a better team with Russ in the starting lineup. But I don't say, look, man, if you're Aaron Gordon, we done paid you. We done won a championship. And I remember what Mike Malone said when they won that first championship. He really thought they had the makings of a dynasty, that they could win 2 or 3 championships. And then it just kind of fell off because Jamal Murray. If Jamal Murray starts back playing like this, and Aaron Gordon's coming off that bench, and Russell Westbrook plays like this, they're the second best team to me in the Western Conference.
Yes.
Now, does that mean they could beat OKC when Chet comes back? I don't think so still because I saw opening night, and I saw them get blitzed.
Hey, Coach,
Coach,
man,
that's
opening night, though.
But I'm going to say this.
Opening night.
Name a night where OKC have taken their foot off the gas this year. They haven't. They've been dominant. Coach. So but I'm just saying, young legs, after 82 games and deep into the playoffs, don't discount them young legs.
I'm not discounting. Listen, I love OKC, and I love what Chet brings to the table. But if you're in a playoff series, you talk about them young legs going to be tired because Jokic is going to be weighing on him on a possession-by-possession basis. There is no – listen, he's going to get the whole front line in foul trouble. He's going to make life easier.
Just 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Time now to welcome in CBS Sports NBA analyst John Gonzalez and John Butler with an 18-point performance in his first game back since that suspension. You know, they didn't play inspired ball for much of that game. How did you digest their first game with their once-upon-a-time franchise player?
Yeah, the team didn't look great, but I thought that he looked pretty good, all things considering. Now, before the game, Chris, you saw some of the body language didn't look great. Kevin Love was trying to mess with him a little bit. Jimmy didn't want any part of that, but I was really concerned. I think that he were concerned as well about what kind of effort he would give, and he looked like he was giving a full effort. He scored 18 points. He played 33 minutes. I think that is a good signal that he was giving a full effort. There was a couple of times where he made hard cuts to the basket, threw down some dunks. But when you have to wonder what kind of effort you're going to get from Jimmy Butler, that's a problem to begin with, right? You got an effort from Jimmy Butler tonight, but that doesn't necessarily guarantee that he's going to play nice tomorrow night or the night after that or the night after that. The situation remains incredibly volatile because who knows what Jimmy Butler, he could wake up tomorrow, Chris, and decide, no, I've had enough of this. I'm going to make things awfully difficult for the Miami Heat and Pat Riley. So it remains to be seen what happens. If I'm the Heat, I would want to get him out of there as quickly as possible, and that's obviously what Jimmy wants too.
Okay, so with that being said, where do they go from there? Because the trade deadline is February 6th, and you alluded to it. The body language in the pregame, the starting lineups, he looked like he wanted to be anywhere but that game, but he showed up in Marshawn Lynch fashion. Probably, I'm just here so I don't get fined. What do you think will be the solution here? Because to me, it feels like this is just inevitable for him ending in another state, another team at the end of this trade deadline.
Well, you need a trade partner, right? Now, there are a couple of teams just on the surface you'd think that